I don't know if you guys saw this, but Joe Budden had a comment where he didn't go off, but he went on a little small rant about Megan Thee Stallion not being a superstar. And his argument was based off record sales. Now,
you ain't selling no records.
To me, it just brings the question to my mind in 2022, what does a superstar look like? And I don't think it has to be predicated on record sales. Not
Looks
now.
like a super gremlin.
Looks like a super gremlin. Nah, man, I just don't see it. I don't see it being about sales now. Because people ain't even moving units like that outside of the top, what, 2 or 3%, the Drakes, the people like that that move records.
So what would you consider a superstar criterion? What's the criteria for being a
I know it's different.
superstar?
It's
I
social media presence, right? Has to be a factor.
Yeah.
In my opinion, social media presence has to be a factor. The music has to be a factor as well.
Does it?
I think, but it might be smaller. It might not be a huge part of the pie, but I think it has to be in there. If you're going to be a rapper, you got to have something, I guess, to show for your craft as it relates to rap. But then I think it's outside stuff. It's endorsements, it's product. All that stuff goes into it now more than it did maybe 10, 15 years ago to me. Like it's a wide range of things that these artists are involved in now, to me, is what makes a superstar versus, you know, just selling a whole bunch of records.
What do you think, Jay?
I think the records is the smallest factor in determining if you're a superstar nowadays. Because really, nobody's selling anything. It's all a bunch of funny math to determine what, quote unquote, a gold record or a platinum record is.
I'm not mad at that.
You know, when you talk about superstars, like Meg to me is a superstar. All right. Because when you add up, you know, her airplay, her branding deals, she can show up to your city at any time and sell out whatever concert she's going to be in. It's who's going to come to see you.
Right.
You know, not just, you know, what's getting played on the radio, because there's a lot of people who get played on the radio. Nobody's coming to see you. You know, this is maybe the second out of 3 years that I've seen Megan Thee Stallion have a Super Bowl commercial. Yeah. You know, and
she
they
got
just,
hottie sauce.
you know, she's got branding deals. She's got national branding deals with like Doritos and Popeyes. Yeah. Both of which I don't even think she probably, you know, she probably don't even eat none of that stuff because she seems to keep herself in pretty good shape. But, you know, that's neither here nor there.
She's still young. She probably do eat that stuff.
But I'm just saying that, like, when you talk about who is a superstar, it's about the level of penetration into traditional media, social media. Right. You know, we talked about Snoop Dogg last couple episodes. Yeah. You know, here's somebody who, you know, the Back on Death Row album, which I enjoy, I don't think it's burning up the charts, but you can't say that Snoop Dogg is not a superstar. You know, I mean, even if you you know, you take away the legacy, just how much he does to where people know who he is, even if they don't know the music. Right. You know, I was at my my best friend's house over Thanksgiving, and I said something about you know, just joking around. I said, well, you know, at the club, you know, our big thing, we got to play the nasty lady rap, you know, because that's very popular, you know, when it's, you know, past the 12:30 hour and it's time to really get cracking. And my best friend's mother, who's at least, you know, I'll just say in her 70s, I don't never like to tell any woman's age. She said, you mean like Cardi B? Man. So that to me, if nothing else, solidified the fact that she's a superstar as well. Yeah. You know, right now there are to me 3 big female supers: Megan, Cardi, and Doja Cat. Those are superstars.
Nicki too. You can't take.
Yeah, no. Nicki is she's in a legacy lane because you know, you can never take away what Nicki has accomplished, regardless of, you know, anything that, you know, any criticism you have of her. She has her spot.
She didn't put the work in. Now
she's probably above them.
She's definitely above them.
Like it's not even.
But Cardi, they got their beef with each other.
But the thing is, what
still acknowledged.
But right now, what a superstar is, to a certain extent, is it's very liquid, because, you know, you can be a superstar this year and either somebody will come along and take your spot, or you'll put out something that's ice cold and people don't react to it, and you won't be a superstar in a year or two. Like look on any award show that from 2 years ago, there are people on those award shows that we would say are superstars that we don't care anything about now. At one point, you could say that, at least in the realm of hip hop, Mike Jones was a superstar. And then the next time when it was time,
he was a hood star.
I don't know about superstar. He's a hood star.
I'll just say, this is when selling
He can't
records.
tour no stadium.
Chameleonaire.
These people were selling. This is when you actually had to go to the store and buy albums. They were selling 1.52 million records, and when it was time for them to come back out, people were like, "Next." That happens It happens even quicker than that.
When I think of a superstar, I think of somebody that's selling out arenas.
Okay,
and
that's Cardi.
Generating numbers. Yeah, definitely Cardi. But it doesn't. To your point, it doesn't necessarily have to equate to album sales. What's important in today's day and age, though, is being an actual influencer without just putting it in your Instagram profile.
Yeah,
because the superstars are literally influencers. People see what they do, they emulate them, they want to do what they do, they want to dress like them. Yep. That's why these restaurants are getting them to promote their stuff, because they want them to buy their food, because they think they're doing the same thing that Megan The Stallion is doing.
Travis Scott had people ripping
Travis Scott is
off of the McDonald's.
He's a superstar. Travis Scott is touring stadiums. He's selling out merch. He has his own Jordans.
No, not lately.
Well, I mean,
yeah. But that's how fast. That's how fast it can change.
He's had a rough. What, about 6-7 months?
Mm-hmm.
I think the superstardom is still there, though.
Yeah, he still got it though. That's the thing. Somebody that's in a position like him. I mean, he still has Jordans being released. They pushing them back and things like that, but they're still very side out.
Brand deals.
No, they're not canceling them.
Yeah,
because
it speaks to who he is.
I can't really speak on that situation and whatever happened.
Right,
but he's still standing on superstar status. Kanye West. Kanye is being called all kind of names,
but he got y'all out here dressing crazy
with them galoshes on, them super fishing galoshin boots.
He's got the Curious George boots in black.
Yeah, superstar status though.
Yeah,
and no matter what he does at this point in time, he's going to remain a superstar.
Facts.
And Jay-Z as well.
Legacy.
These are people that'll never, like, I know you brought up Snoop. Snoop is pretty much,
he's legacy.
He can do whatever he wants to do at this point in time. He's embedded in the superstar lane. Now, somebody that may be slipping from that superstar lane, Lizzo. What has Lizzo done in the past?
Yeah, because she tried to put out that record with Cardi B, and that came and went.
It ain't go. It didn't hit.
Because she's an example of somebody that was considered a superstar at one point in time, and now she's still trying to.
Yeah, if you perform on every award show, from the Grammys to the BET Awards to whatever, Billboard, they got a bunch of them. You're a superstar. They don't just let anybody hop on that stage, because it's about presenting a product. But like I said, it could go like that extremely quickly, where they don't even ask you to present an award.
Yeah. Let me ask y'all this, and I'll come to you with your criteria as well. But now that we're starting to toss names around, I'll ask you, Lone, and then you can go into your criteria. Is Chance the Rapper a superstar?
Yeah, absolutely.
In your opinion?
I don't think he's ever been a superstar. I think he's had a lot of popularity, but I don't think he's ever. I mean, no.
He's a champion of the people.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think he completely dropped out of the superstar realm when he put out that Starbucks TikTok thing where he was trying to make a beat. I don't know what he was doing with it. No, I'm joking. But it was really bad.
I know what you did.
It was super bad. But no, I don't think Chance is. No, I mean, that doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, I'm not. Really. I ain't trying to knock him. I'm just throwing names out there.
But I wouldn't call him a superstar.
Well, talk about your criteria. What you think? For
I don't have a criteria.
Oh, you don't have? Okay.
No, I don't care.
I was waiting on that. I was waiting on that. Thank you.
Or you don't have any criteria.
Yeah.
No,
thank you.
No, just right.
Yeah, just for the sake of the conversation.
No, just the sake for the speaking.
Yeah. I know you don't care, but
right. No, I don't. I don't know. Like a lot of this stuff, I just. Jay's talking about legacy, you know, versus superstar, and I'm like, that makes a lot of sense, but I've never even thought about any of this stuff. Like,
because you can be a superstar for, at one point, Rick James was a superstar.
Oh yeah,
true.
True.
But you decide to take a couple years off and enjoy your superstardom, and when it's time for you to come back, you're no longer a superstar.
Like this, I wish.
Don't. Don't give me that cane.
If you don't make it to that legacy part of being, where you don't have enough of a body of work, I mean,
No, Nas X is next up.
Really,
you better keep on.
Because
is it clock ticking?
Nelly did just enough to where he's a Ludacris too. They're touring right now together.
Yeah,
to where they are
borderline.
No,
well, see the thing,
I would put them as legacy artists.
Yeah, because what Nelly did, he capitalized by crossing over and getting some of that country money. So once you cross over to that country side of things, they buying records.
I mean, don't get me wrong.
No, they're not.
Yeah, they are.
Not like
when he did it,
like
they were.
They was out here getting that Shania Twain.
Yeah, well, when he did it, they were buying them though. That's what kind of
what got you on easy, Long? Because I heard you say borderline for both of them.
Look, I like Ludacris.
Yeah,
I don't really like Nelly, but Nelly can't take anything away from him. But
yeah.
They're nowhere on the same level of any of the other names we were saying.
That we mentioned.
No, they're not. They're not even close to Nicki. They're not close to
Nelly.
Nicki.
Nah,
Nelly has a diamond plaque,
but they can tour for the rest of their lives.
Nelly can tour for the rest of his life off his first three albums.
Here's my thing.
So can the Backstreet Boys. I mean, I guess
and they were superstars.
Here's my thing though. Superstar also could be. It could be looked at as subjective because anywhere past, well, even in that, but anywhere past Memphis, you can't tell anybody that Boosie ain't a superstar. I don't care where you go. Like, people love Boosie here.
People love Boosie, but he's not a superstar.
But I think it could be subjective.
There are people who love hip hop and they don't know who Boosie is.
I feel like I feel like
now his only superstar moment he's had was when the Rams came out to set it off during the Super Bowl.
Yep.
That was cold too. Go ahead, Long.
No, and at the same time, like, I'm not trying to take away from what Nelly's done or anything. It's just, or Luda, but I feel like they're in the same type of category.
Yeah,
they came out roughly the same
on the
time.
fringe.
Yeah, but they're nowhere near like Kanye West.
No,
I agree with that.
Their run was good.
The run was great.
They didn't have one album and then the next album was kind of like They had a string of hits and worked with a string of successful artists as well who were featuring them on their projects, which kind of solidified them in that legacy.
I like the legacy. I like the legacy.
I don't know.
I look at it like if your first hit was if there are 10 years between hits,
yeah,
then you're talking about somebody, even 8 or 9 at this point, you're talking about somebody who's a legacy artist and they'll always be able to tour.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but at the same time,
and do big numbers.
Go ahead.
Always do big numbers though.
Now, yeah, because
I mean, like,
there's a difference between always being able to tour and always doing big numbers.
New Edition is doing a stadium tour right now.
Right.
New Edition, we're gonna throw them to the side.
But
they are beyond.
They
superstars.
never have to make another song.
Yeah, they're not doing any. They haven't. There's not a record that they're doing on tour right now that's not at least 20 years old.
And they sell
might be
out
older
stadiums.
than that.
New Edition.
Same thing for Jodeci. They're on tour with Jodeci selling out stadiums.
But to me, they're the other level. You know what I mean? Like, they're the higher level. I just feel like there's places that Luda and Nelly could go that it's not going to turn out that same way that Kanye could do a pop-up in Wyoming and he would get 1 million people to show up. You know what I mean?
That's true.
But you know what I think?
People flying out to that.
I think then I would put Kanye
with STEM players.
He is just like...
I feel like Jay could do it too, though.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Jay don't need no new records.
Nah, he don't need to do nothing else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think there's just levels.
I think there's... Because, we talk about Jay, Beyonce, Kanye... I would put Rihanna in there, but
that's Michael Jackson type stuff.
Yeah,
that's Michael Jackson.
They're basically that's Michael Jackson Prince.
Yeah.
Nelly at his we talked about. I heard Jay Board mention Diamond. At his apex, obviously he was a superstar, but I see where you're coming from with I think you said fringe. Right, you're talking about on the edge as it relates to the other names that we mentioned.
I think we already talked about. I think we already covered it. It's just I just think there's levels,
Yeah,
and I think there's legacy, but then there's like Michael Jackson's.
Nelly gonna get that paper though. They gonna come see him. Yeah, they gonna come see him and Luda.
If he come here, at least
together.
He'll at least be able to do the fairgrounds.
I think that's where he is.
Yeah, okay.
Is it at the fairground?
Yeah.
Red August laughed when you said the fairground. It's like you played him.
No, I'm not, because I mean, there's levels. So
it is,
and this is not a shot at. I'm not even gonna say any of the local or spots, but
yeah,
I mean, there's a place in Broad Ripple that people frequent.
Yep.
That may not hold as many people.
Yep.
And then if you go to the fairgrounds, that's going to hold more people.
Yep.
If you go downtown, that's when you talk stadium status, and that's when we talking about like the Jay-Z's, the Beyonce's, the Kanye's, things like that.
But then you got the status where there are some people that could come to Lucas Oil.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. There's
That's
two,
the
the football
two
stadiums.
spots out there. Yeah.
But you know, Guns N' Roses came to the football stadium.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I
But-
bet it was crazy in there.
Yeah, so
And these is artists that could probably do more than one show and sell both of them out
probably
on consecutive nights.
you know, or add a show.
Yeah.
Jodeci opening up for
New Edition.
New Edition.
Well,
shows you
how
how time-
KC doing, man? Is he good?
He's good. I like his. This is how other people are.
Is he good?
Making good money on the internets.
Yeah.
Is like they're recording the footage from this tour and posting it on their YouTubes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Jodeci's just fine. You know, there are some nights where looks like
Everybody's showing up.
it looked like Bobby's a little winded.
Yeah, Bobby
I see-
was out there
I see
looking
that.
like TD Jakes, wasn't he?
See, come on, don't do the king. Don't do the king of
Yeah,
R&B
that's
like
my
that.
guy, but he was out there looking
Like
real
when he does
preacher-ish.
his songs, he's good. His voice sounds great, but it's like you could tell the other five members they never really, you know,
They never stopped working.
they never stopped working.
First of all, that's funny. Yes, I saw I saw some videos, man. Because Bobby has slimmed up though.
he
A little
had,
bit, like
he had
he
slimmed up a little bit.
He was in shape. The
But
RBRM, he was out there.
But you know that grind of doing all the steps with New Edition is something different.
Yeah, nah. Because they ain't missed a beat.
Ronnie DeVoe and them ain't stopped.
Oh no,
Mike,
they still
Bivens,
hit,
all them.
they still hit all those Belle Biv DeVoe steps.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not mad at that. I still would want to see that
On
show
them
though.
50-year-old knees and all.
Yeah, unfortunately they're skipping. They're
Not
doing
surprised.
they're doing the triangle. They're doing the St. Louis,
Chicago.
Chicago, Cincinnati triangle.
I'm not surprised.
over this overcoming.
Last time they was here was, I want to say, 2000.
It's like 12 or 13. Yeah, I
No,
saw
it was later than that.
Oh no,
Because they went
They
to
came for, like,
the
the expo or
casino in
something.
Anderson.
oh okay.
Yeah, RBRM came to Anderson.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah,
Imagine going to Anderson
my
for
mom,
her concert.
my
It was like
cousin,
probably 2019.
my cousin said it was sold out though. Long.
Yeah,
It was.
I bet your cousin lives in Anderson.
To their
They said it was sold
credit, though, I do know people that traveled from here, even though that's not a long
out. And
drive,
Fort Wayne to go see that.
to see New Edition.
I
Yeah.
can dig it.